Welcome to Torres del Paine, where we are fast packing both the O and W circuits in just 6 days.
We will take you running along pristine lakes, through stunning landscapes, and across scenic ridges. You will see campsites, the climb up John Garner Pass, and real challenges like blisters and river crossings.
Spot woodpeckers and untame the wilderness as we move through Patagonia. Hit subscribe and join us on Moving Potatoes, where we will tackle these trails at a pace few attempt.
Good morning, guys. It is almost 7 in the morning and we have our bus for Torres del Paine today. In exactly 20 minutes we are now going to the bus station and we are super excited. We just arrived at campsite Central Las Torres. We arrived to our luxurious tent.
This is the most luxurious tent that I've ever been staying in. I've been staying in tents for 15 years.
Show us, Yunus.
Ridiculous.
I'm gonna give you a tent tour later.
We finally reached Torres del Paine National Park. This was the main aim of our South American trip. Torres del Paine is in Chile, part of the Andes, and you reach here from Puerto Natales. This morning we arrived here, and today we are taking a rest day because the first stage that we will do is long one. So what are we gonna do here? We are gonna do something called maybe fast packing. Normally,
Maybe heavy packing.
heavy packing. We have heavy packs. Normally,
We
are here, okay, and this is the mountain mass, the mountain range that you see. There are two different hikes here. One is W circuit, which you can see in the W shape, which goes to the valleys, and the other one is O circuit, which goes around the entire mountain range and also does the W. We are gonna do O plus W in 6 nights, 7 days. So that's why we call it fast packing, because essentially we are gonna skip some of the stops. Normally you start the first day here and go to Cerron, which is like 13 kilometers, but we are gonna skip that and go all the way to Dickson. And the second day we will go to Los Perros, which you have to stop there, and then we will climb this pass, John Garner Pass, which is the steepest part of the trail, and then go to Sector Gray, and from there continue down to go to Frances and do the W and come back to Central at the end of the 7th day. We miscalculated some stuff while planning this. We didn't calculate these parts, which actually in total take more than 10 hours. So we calculated around maybe 100 kilometers. It's with these parts up to 130 kilometers. We don't know how we are gonna do, but that's the exciting part. It's a natural wonder. We are gonna try to run the flats and obviously walk up the sort of like the climbs. We are excited, but also slightly stressed because we have too heavy of backpacks, because we had to carry some food and a lot of change of clothes. Was it needed? We don't know. The weather is very nice. It's very warm. We don't know if we are gonna be able to do it. That's the exciting part. If we can't do it, we have to do it. There is no we can't do it.
We had dinner and now we are ready to go to bed. How was dinner, Yunus?
They had actually some beet sauce soup and risotto, the worst risotto I've ever had, but they still worked. Nice salmon and a dessert. It's it's actually a good menu, the quality. What do you expect? You're in the mountains.
Now we're gonna show you our luxurious tent. The weather is getting quite bad. It might rain today, tonight, and maybe even tomorrow. Let's see. Ooh. So it's actually very big. We have our sleeping bags, the basically content of what there is inside our backpacks. So we could take out the sleeping bags that are always in the bottom of the backpack. And there are big windows and the main entrance. And as you know, Alright guys, it's time to go to bed. Tomorrow we have an early alarm. Good night. Good morning. How was your night, Yunus?
There was a baby that was crying in the campsite. It was the first time. And I also woke up to my snore a few times, so I could.
I slept like a rock in my cute sleeping bed. And today looks like it's sunny. It's 7 in the morning. Let's go have breakfast. We finished breakfast, repacked our heavy backpacks, and we are ready for our heavy packing. Today we have approximately 30 kilometers, more or less. I forgot to attach it on my...
My phone?
Your phone?
It was probably in the tent.
This trip started with Yunus forgetting his phone in the tent, and he's now going back. Yunus is back. Hopefully he has everything now. And we are ready to start our first day. It's going to be one of the longest days. Today we have approximately 30 kilometers, so it will be quite long. We will skip the first refugio and we will go directly to Dickson. Seron, 13 kilometers, Dickson, 28.5. Are we ready to go?
Yes.
Let's go. We are a little bit more than an hour, 1 hour, 2 minutes in the trail, and we are at 5.5 kilometers almost. I was starting.
It was nice. Yeah, getting accustomed to carrying heavy packs, trying to run when we can, and most importantly, trying to wake up without coffee. So I can't wait for the next step.
Woohoo! After 2 hours and 20 minutes and 13 kilometers and a half, we are officially in Seron. Yay! We are slightly before halfway to our destination for today. Here is the campsite. We are about to leave the refugio. We had some coffee, a cake. It's super nice and welcoming. They have a few snacks inside. Dickson will be 18.5 kilometers from here. The trail should not be hard, pretty much the same. And yeah, look at this campsite, by the way. Super fancy with the fancy tents. Woohoo! Yay!
It's a nice trail.
Yes, sometimes there are these amazing views.
Day 1 brought us to one of the most stunning stretches of the trek between Seron and Dickson camps. But you don't just see, but here is Patagonia's infamous wind, a constant companion that turned simple walking into a full-body workout. These gusts reaching up to 50 miles are exactly why Torres del Paine requires both mental and physical preparation. Despite the challenge, this section was with some of the most beautiful views of the entire circuit.
I'm dead. We arrived on top of this hill and we came from down there. Yes. And we need to climb all this, which is very steep. Not super long, but very steep. We passed a checkpoint 10 kilometers before Dickson, where rangers actually stop you. You need to sign on a register. They check basically your reservation in the refugio. Guys, there is a huge glacier. Look. Only 2.5 3 kilometers to go.
This is a wetland, so they built this wooden path to protect the wetlands. Because, you know, there is different flora and fauna on the wetlands and they need to be protected. I think the problem with wetland is I feel the mosquitoes already. It's perfect for that.
Yunus hates mosquitoes.
Who likes mosquitoes? We are at around 32nd kilometer today, and we are close to the campsite, and this is the view.
Finally arrived.
It's such a beautiful bay. The lake, the wind is horrible.
Time for dinner. Starting with the soup. Very good.
What soup is it?
I don't know. Vegetables.
Broccoli. These meals are, if you buy them, they are good in these places. Like for these conditions, they are outstanding, I would say. The view is amazing. We just met a crazy lady who's an ultra runner at her top 10, at her age group, and she's also a Jeff Pelletier follower like us. Chiara tried, making shameless plug and said we also had a channel, but nobody cared.
Yes.
She got so upset.
But please subscribe.
Put
a like.
First part of the hike, I was like, is this Torres del Paine? The second part of the hike, I am like, whoa. It's, you have to come here. There's
Very
a reason
nice.
why it's famous.
Morning of day 2. It's almost 9 in the morning. Today we have a short leg and we are ready to leave for the second day of our fast bike. The refugio was nice. Very nice. And we gotta go to Los Perros. Nice view on the second hike of the week. Beautiful. Oh, Mirador de Los Perros. We are at 3.5k, basically almost halfway to...
No, it's 13k.
Ah, really? I thought it was 7k.
Who said 7k?
I said 7k.
It's 13k.
Okay, then we're not halfway. Today we're going from Dickson to Los Perros campsite, and it should be a relatively short hike. We are aiming to get there in 2.5. Maybe too optimistic, but we want to get there for lunch.
Yeah, you gotta explain, because like in the previous camp,
Wait,
we met
say
so
it
many people, and
again.
Chiara tried impressing them, saying that we are trailers. Now you gotta pass all of them. And there is a UTMB finisher, and I am sure, because we are sure, we know each other. She's trying to get there before us. They left earlier. She's probably pushing the husband to get there earlier than us. Poor husband.
Catching up people.
Our chase of the UTMB age category champion lady continues. We ate a lot of hikers, but she's fast. She's like a little gazelle running away from 2 pumas in this beautiful forest. Do you think we are gonna catch her, Chiara?
I hope so.
Chiara lost her mind. She's hungry,
We are putting effort.
and hungry puma is dangerous, but she has the experience. That gazelle. Let's see.
Day 2 gives us these gorgeous non-runnable trails, a deceptive treat before what's coming. We are making quick progress towards Los Perros campsite, our mandatory stopover before tackling John Garner Pass tomorrow. These simple wooden bridges connect us to what many consider the circus' greatest challenge. Enjoy this gentle terrain while it lasts. Day 3 will put our fast packing strategy to the ultimate test.
We came from this trail and we are probably 1 kilometer and a half from the campsite. And this glacier behind, guys, it's massive, really spectacular, and it's so deep blue.
What's shocking is we are at 500 meters altitude. Normally you see glaciers at 3000 in the Alps. It's literally like, it's 20 degrees right now, but there is a huge glacier. This is the most shocking thing about Patagonia.
Yes, exactly. And also if you look around, like the other mountains, they don't really have snow. They are quite dry, and then there is that massive glacier.
finally got to experience gazelle in this National Geographic documentary. Check this out. There it is, enjoying the prey.
Arriving at the campsite after some majestic views on the glacier across the river, we arrived to Los Perros campsite. Tac. And here we will spend the night. We did 12 kilometers and a half in less than 3 hours, 2 hours and 50 minutes. We are the first one. Woo! After some frozen cold shower, because there is no hot shower in Perros, we are now having some wraps.
The shower was like jumping into the glacial lake. Yeah, next step is 17k. The guy said it takes 10 hours approximately. So tomorrow we gotta do by 5.
So I'm not that optimistic as Yunus, but I believe 8 hours is good.
6.
Let's see who wins the
6.
8.
6.5. My last offer.
7.5.
6.5. No, 6.5.
No. 7.5.
She has no competitive edge. 6 hours 45 minutes.
No, 7 at least. That's the lowest I can go. 7. I say 7 hours.
Okay, we said 7 hours. You heard it.
Let's see tomorrow. Good morning. Oh,
It's 5 o'clock.
yeah, it's so cold. We just left the camp. Now going to the pass. We are enjoying the hike around kilometer 2.2. It started getting cold.
Day 3 began with a 6 a.m. departure from Los Perros camp to tackle the legendary John Garner Pass. Park regulations require hikers to leave before 7 a.m. to ensure safe crossing of this challenging section. At 1,200 meters above sea level, this pass marks the highest point of the O Circle and serves as its ultimate challenge. The steep ascent involves over 800 meters of elevation gain through rocky terrain and unpredictable weather.
What do you think?
It's spectacular, very beautiful.
There's the lake, the Grey Lake. And this must be the southern Patagonian ice field. World's third biggest ice sheet after Antarctica and Greenland. This is Chiara.
Some forestry trail after the glacier. We just finished a very steep downhill. Hopefully finished, not sure. And it's very enjoyable now. After a quick stop in the ranger station, we reached this view.
Almost 10k. Oh, by the way, do you see like there is a higher lake there on top of the Grey Lake?
Oh, it's the same. Just this island separates them.
Ah.
This is the Grey Glacier, and we came from behind this mountain.
Elevation 460 meters. That's like same as Luxembourg. And they have these biggest glaciers on the planet. Some of the biggest glaciers on the planet and a Luxembourg altitude.
Yunus, how are you doing?
Good, good.
We arrived at a very sweet spot. I am already scared. I'm not ready for this. Look how much it bounces. I don't like this. Whew. Solid land. Woo! Yunus is on land. Another crazy bridge. 6 hours, 6 minutes. We arrived to Refugio. Great. We will sleep here one night. We just got into our room, finally, after having a super cheesy pizza.
We are at Grey Campsite. This is one of the best campsites, but I think this is also where day hikers or double hikers also come by boat. So it's a little bit crowded, but it's the most luxurious one.
So
we
far.
had food. We are tired, but still.
This will be our bed for tonight.
In places like this, generally, I mean, this is something that I know from the Alps. You don't sleep here; you just use your sleeping bag. So you always have to bring a sleeping bag. Also, plus, you know, from hygiene perspective.
They don't change these blankets and not even the pillowcases. Ready for bed?
It's 8:52 and tomorrow we gotta wake up at 6. Tomorrow is gonna be the hardest day. I got horribly sunburned despite having no sun today.
And tomorrow we have 30k to do, if not more. Good night, guys. See you in the morning. 6:30, day 4 or 3. 4. We are going for breakfast. Good morning. After breakfast, we just left. It's approximately 8 in the morning. Now we just left the campsite to go to our next destination, which is Frances. To get to Frances, we will need to do a very long hike today. So we will go through the Paine Grande Rifugio first, which is around 12 kilometers from here. Past that Rifugio, we will go to Camping Italiano or Checkpoint Italiano. It's not really a campsite, it's more like a ranger station to go to Mirador Britannico, which is one of the 2 viewpoints of the W trek. And then after that, we will need to go all the way down to Frances, where we have our campsite booked for the night.
So let's summarize actually. So right now, as of Grey, we merge with the W trek. So now we also have trekkers that do the W trek as well. There's a nice lake view. Do you have any problems here?
I have a huge blister on my right foot, in the inner part of my foot. That is killing me since yesterday. I mean, actually, I had it since the first day. It's going to be challenging. Whew. I'll close the video because it's all uphill and I'm struggling. So, as you can see here, most of these trees are actually dead and burnt. And the main reason is because in 2011 and 2012 there has been
from the end of December until
mid-Feb,
end of Feb
around
2012.
here, yeah?
16,000 acres burned, and it lasted 58 days.
And since then, the nature still hasn't completely replenished. And here as well, another thing to say, Yunus, is that basically, if there is a very small fire, there is no human settlement around. So before it's actually discovered, it takes some time, and by the time rescue comes, it has to come from the main city. It probably is a matter of hours before they arrive, and this maybe didn't help as well. Cool, now the climb starts. I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, after 2 hours and 15 minutes and 10k and a half, almost 11, we almost reached the Paine Grande Rifugio, which is down there. Now we will take a quick break before going to Italiano, which is the next check for us. And we need to reach Italiano by 1 p.m. as that one will be the maximum time allowed to then go to the Mirador Britannico, but we have plenty of time. It should be around 10:30. So that's actually the Rifugio Grey, and there is the port, little port. The Rifugio is on this very beautiful lake, and next step is to Mirador Italiano. So this is the altitude profile, not too bad. we are here and we need to reach this. It's approximately 7.5 kilometers with a low difficulty, and they say it should be around 2.5 hours. We aim to do it in 1 hour 45 minutes ish.
This Grey to France stretch is where the popular W track merges with our O circuit route, suddenly doubling the hikers on trail. While most trekkers stop at Paine Grande, our fast packing schedule pushed us to Frances, nearly 18 miles in one go. What we didn't realize as we rushed toward Mirador Britannico was that sometimes moving too quickly comes with unexpected consequences.
I think we missed the trail and we are on the wrong side of the lake. So we are here now, but we were supposed to be on this side, and now we are hoping that this trail that where we are, and there are very good signs, so it's a trail and it's very nice and clear. We are hoping it will connect at some point here. So I guess we will keep going for a while and see what happens. We will keep you posted.
It's also our longest day, so it's double stressful.
And we need to get to Italiano by 1 p.m. or we will be cut by the cutoff.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's go. After almost 5 kilometers on the wrong trail, we found a lifesaver sign saying that basically we are here, and in Paine Grande we were supposed to keep left to go to Italiano, but we took right, and then now we are here. We just need to do this part to merge to Italiano. Free to go. We are at the end of the lake, more or less, and now the train should connect, hopefully, or we will have to go back. Little update: after 4 hours 17 minutes and 19.5 kilometers, we finally arrived in Italiano. As always, I was putting pressure at the time. We have time until 2 p.m. But look, from Italiano until the Mirador, we will have to go from 187 meters gradually up to 765. We are ready to go to Mirador Britannico, which is behind those mountains probably. Show us your beauty, Yunus.
Compressed sport.
No sponsors.
There is half a liter of water that we can fill up.
Insta.
2 rain jackets.
2 rain jackets.
I don't even know what they are.
The stick for the Insta. And also no sponsor.
I am trail pregnant.
We are ready to go. And this is the trail to the Mirador. Really, really unique. And those lakes in the back is where Yunus and I got lost before. Almost at the Mirador Frances, which is our first stop. Woo. At the Mirador.
Just go up and get the
Little update: we are at basically 4.7k since we left from Italiano, and we should be close, I believe. What are your first words from Mirador Britannico?
It's very impressive. It's between the towers.
It's 3:18. It took us exactly 2 hours to get to the Mirador Britannico, which is the second and last of the day.
Now, Chiara wants her jacket. That's Chiara.
And it's nice and toasty. Because Yunus was sweating so much.
All my heat is in the jacket now.
Yes.
Are we tired today?
No.
I am tired. I think I am still sick from yesterday. What's on my face? I got very sunburned.
Yes, you're very
I got
bad.
very sunburned.
After 4 hours and minute and 32.38 kilometers, we are back in Italiano. Woo. Now we need to pick up our backpack again that we could leave here, and then we have to go to Frances, which is maybe a couple kilometers away from here, so not too bad. After 33.6 kilometers, 8 hours 55 minutes, we are at Frances, and that's the queue.
What queue is this?
For the reception, probably. Woohoo! Look at our suite. Amazing. Very, very fancy, guys. These tents are so luxurious. Now I'm trying to remove my shoes, guys. I have a huge blister, and my shoes are so hard to untie because, as you can see, are a bit dirty.
Take it off.
It already hurts. Ooh. Touch it. This is my blister. I think it created a new blister over the blister to kind of find a way to survive. I don't know. I don't think people wanted to see this, Yunus. Make sure you have a lot of band-aids for blisters before leaving for a trip like this. Good morning. It's 8. It's raining. We just woke up.
Today we are going to Chileno.
Thank you for the alarm. We just started
The 5th day,
in Torres del Paine.
5th out of 6th. We are going according to the plan. We're going fast. Yesterday was long, as you probably saw in the, how we acted in the video. Yesterday we were tired, but today, having coffee, going to toilet, handling business. We are more than happy. We are by the lake. Nordsjælland Lake, some Nordic name it has. And we are going to Chileno to see tomorrow the main attraction, Torres del Paine. Torres, which means towers probably in Spanish, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, right, yes.
Today it's a bit raining, but the rain should stop soon, so quite lucky. Hopefully tomorrow it will not be raining or we will not see anything. Today we still have quite a long way to go, around 19 kilometers, but compared to yesterday it should be easier, at least with less elevation gain, or that's what we hope for.
We started recording at the wrong time. Now there is trees. Nothing will be visible. Let's go to Buenos Aires and eat steak.
After only a couple kilometers, we arrived at the bottom of the lake. Beautiful. Woohoo.
Not bad. The stone wasn't good.
We are almost at kilometer 10 after 2 hours and 45 minutes. We are taking it easy today, and the trail became a river basically, as you can see.
The trail from Frances to Chileno takes us along stunning azure lake shores. Birds of prey circle above, riding thermal currents as we make steady progress. Tonight is our final night on the trail, with Chileno positioned perfectly for tomorrow's climb to the Torres Towers. This relatively gentle terrain gives our legs a brief respite before the final push that will complete the ambitious 6-day circuit challenge.
We arrived at the trail split between Torres Central and Chileno. Now we will take the shortcut to Chileno. That way. We are at Paso de los Vientos. Cold. Woohoo!
After 16.5k and 4 hours and 40, we are in Chileno.
What are you having, beautiful girl?
Calafate sour.
What was calafate? Remind us.
Is the special berry from here, and maybe they probably do like a cocktail or liquor with that. After 6 days of fast packing, we just serve it.
Your view isn't horrible, huh?
No. Final moments of the 5th day. We had dinner, and now.
Drinking tea. Look, the sun is setting very nice over the tower. I don't know if they can see. We are still discussing if we should go for the sunrise tomorrow morning and
Or
wake
not.
up at 2 a.m. or not. My vote is not.
My vote is yes, but you will discover in the next video. Now, we will have some chamomile and then go to bed. Good morning from Chileno.
Yes.
It's 9 in the morning. We just had breakfast, and today we're gonna go to the Mirador de la Torre
De las Torres.
de las Torres.
Show the
It
towers
should
here,
be
you can see.
those exactly
But we'll
behind
see.
there is where we will go. It should take us around 1 hour and a half, 2 hours. It's 4 kilometers all uphills.
We passed 110 kilometers maybe and last day, and we'll finalize the outstanding trip.
Looking forward. Let's go. Today it's very cold. Tonight it was freezing. Some people that we met last dinner said that they couldn't sleep because of the cold. We were lucky because we had very heavy sleeping bags, so we could sleep very well. But Yunus had to go to the toilet tonight and tell us your experience.
It was freezing. It's 2.4k, 35 minutes. It says until the Guardia, where the guards are, it's 1 hour, 40 kilometers. A little bit shorter, a little bit. And after, for the last 1 kilometer, it also says 1 hour.
So we should be very steep. We will see. Only 500 meters left. Woohoo! After 1 hour and a half and 4.7 kilometers, we arrived at the Mirador. Nice. Woo. Really reminds me of El Chalten, to be honest, in Fitzroy. Here you can see it a bit closer, and the lake is turquoise. I like the light clouds flying over the mountains.
We were looking for some condors and climbers,
There is
But-
nothing.
neither existed.
Yeah, we took the binocular hoping we would see something, but there is not much to see, to be honest. We're now heading back to the base camp. It is basically over there. I don't know if you guys can see it here. After 6 days, 126 kilometers and more than 5,000 meters of elevation gain, we are back to the beginning point. Woo! Mwah.
It's a legendary experience. It's we did it a little bit fast, but we were extremely lucky with the weather. It's worth going through all the uphills and downhills. Some of the most majestic stuff that you will see in the world are here, and you know, you feel sort of like emotional completing this gigantic loop
Yeah.
and going back to the welcome center.
Yes. Sadly taking the bus back to to Laguna Marga. There was not enough space on the bus and there was one missing bus, so we are just standing for 2 hours. We're going to see the penguin array.
King penguins. Kiara finally reached her penguins. Some are sleeping. We're trying the guanaco beef, which is the cute animals we saw in the national park. Let's see. Inside.
Try?
Yeah. Without bread?
Yes.
You sure? We are in Punta Arenas. What you see behind me is Magellanes Strait, which connects Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean, and is named after Hernando Magellan, which circumvented the world the very first time. This is the end of our 2-week trip in Patagonia. This is one of the most southernmost cities on the planet. Now we are closing a chapter and going back to Santiago for 2 more nights and then heading back home. It's emotional.
I guess it is all from South America and Torres del Paine. And from Punta Arenas, we now say goodbye and see you to the next video. We still don't know what the next video will be, but it's going to be definitely a new adventure.